Guys, what's up? Zax here. Today we are here with a different type of video. This is showing a mod that I found on F1 2014, and this is actually a Formula E mod. So you'll see all here the teams and everyone that's in the Formula E series in real life, all their teams, and you can see all the drivers as well. So what I decided to do is pick my favourite driver, or one of my two favourite drivers, the other being Da Costa, but Da Costa and Abt are my two favourite drivers in Formula E. I've supported them for like 3 or 4 years now, so I decided to go with Abt here today. Obviously it's his own team as well. Well, it's sort of his, I think it's his dad's team or his uncle's team. So yeah, driving for the Abt team as Abt, and yeah, it should be good around Monaco as well. Obviously Monaco's a track that the Formula E calendar, does visit in real life. I think it's part of the Formula 1 weekend. I could be wrong, but I think it's part of the Formula 1 weekend. You can see a bit of an overcast Monaco this time, not sunny, doesn't look too nice, but hopefully it doesn't rain in this race here today. But stepping into the cockpit, you can see here all the liveries and everything do look very, very similar to real life. I can spot a couple of differences, but then sometimes the liveries in real life do change from race to race, so I'm not really too surprised about that. But you can see all the overalls of the mechanics and the driver and the gloves and everything. They're all still the Ferrari team colours, which is what the Abt team does sort of replace in the game. But the modder who created this, he sent it to me on Twitter, and he said that, well, in the race department section, he does say that the updates are coming for the pit crew and everything, so maybe as this video is uploaded you might be able to see that, and it might actually be all updated now. But as I'm recording this is just how the mod is for me. But you can see there the Virgin racing car seems to be the replacement of the Mercedes. They're all based around the Red Bull model, so all of the cars look like the Red Bull. I think it's just the most simple one to actually mod, and you can see it's actually been packed together with a camera mod, I think, because this camera mod I don't have, and I've never used it before, so this camera mod seems to be packaged into the game. So that was actually something that maybe was my least favourite part about this mod. This mod is actually really good, but I just find the Look to Apex camera mod I just don't really like it, in all honesty, guys. So that's why I found this, what you'll see in the gameplay. I didn't really find it that easy to drive, just because this camera mod does not suit. I just don't really work with it very well, if that makes any sense. I find it a lot harder to drive with this camera mod than what I normally have, and you can see it looks to the apex, and I think all but one of the views, I think this might be the only view where it actually doesn't, but it's still very weird. That's the only different thing I've really found in this mod that I would change, is that camera mod. Maybe you could uninstall that, and if you use the standard like cameras, then we could choose our own camera pack. I'm not too sure, that's just a suggestion for the modder. That's the only thing I would change about this mod, is that fact. And obviously the pit crew overalls and the driver overalls and everything are coming, and the helmets as well. So I'm looking forward to that, and I will play the updated version. I'm not too sure whether I'll make a video with the updated version, but we'll see. Of course, I'll leave a link to the race department link in the description of this video if you want to go and download this for yourself. Obviously this is PC only, so just anyone wondering, it is PC only. I do get a lot of actually comments asking whether you can get these on Xbox 360 and PS3, but you can't, because you can't really mod the Xbox and the PS3. I'm sure someone can find a way to, but that's a lot of effort, and PC is just so much easier to do mods for. And yeah, as we go down to turn 1 in Monaco here, you can see, or you can hear, probably, maybe not, the engine sounds are very quiet to try and represent what they are in real life. Obviously, if you don't know what Formula E is, it's actually an electric racing series with some big drivers, what am I trying to say here, some sort of top end drivers in it. Like, you would have heard of people like Jaime Alguersuari, Bruno Senna, who are the other ones, Buemi, Vern, Bird, Sam Bird, that is from GP2 a couple of years ago, Da Costa, the Red Bull reserve driver. There are so many good ones. Obviously Abt as well, he was good in GP2, and that's who I'm racing for here. So there are so many good drivers in the Formula E Championship, and if you've been watching it in real life, you'll have noticed every single race has had a different winner. I think that just shows how close and competitive this series is, and the mod tries to represent that as well, because what the mod does is put all of the cars as the same car. I think it puts them all as a Red Bull, so basically you still go as fast as a Formula 1 car, for example, but you've got the liveries and everything of the Formula E teams. So yeah, it's to put them all as the same car, so every car is the same. It's not like in Formula 1 where every single car is a different speed. It represents that in the mod as well, so every single car is the same speed in the mod as it is in real life. If that makes any sense. Hopefully it does, I don't know. But anyway, Monaco is obviously the one track which is installed on F1 2014 normally, that's actually going to be raced on in real life with these cars, so that's why I thought I'd just use Monaco as a sort of a backdrop for this video. I don't actually particularly enjoy driving Monaco on F1 2014, but I thought it's probably the best track to show you guys what the cars are like. And I honestly found driving with this camera mod actually made it a lot trickier for me, and I made a lot more mistakes than I normally did. I think it's just because the camera sort of moves, if that makes any sense. When you steer into a corner, it moves to look to the apex, and I'm just not used to that, so it's really weird for me to use that, and that's probably why I was a lot slower than I normally am. That's why I was trying to go through all the mods to try and find. Oh, sorry, not the mods. I was trying to go through all the cameras to try and find one that didn't, but they pretty much all did. I think there's only one that didn't really do it. So yeah, but anyway, I'm switching through the camera view so you can see which camera views we did get in this mod. I changed throughout the whole race. I stay with them for about half a lap to a lap sometimes, just to see what they're like. This one's quite cool, but once again, that look to apex, I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but that's the only thing that is sort of bugging me about this mod. Apart from that, it's really well done. But heading across the start finish line here, we were purple through the middle sector, but you can see these lap times are very bad, and you can see I'm actually holding up cars here and having to, well, I didn't actually cut the corner on purpose, but I was trying to get as much speed through the first turn as possible, and it didn't really work out. But you can see all of the names are from the most recent Formula E race, so you can see Loic Duval's in there. So I think he's only done this last race. Where even was the last race? I can't even remember now, but I think it was in the United States. And you can see all these crashes, well, not really crashes, but mistakes, because I'm crashing into the walls. This camera view, whatever, I think this one's quite cool, but you'll see through the tunnel here, it's sort of on a gyro is what I'm thinking, so it sort of goes side to side, and it's a bit disorientating sometimes. But the mod is actually really well done. If you go and look on the actual page for this race department link, it's actually really well done. He spent a lot of time on this. He's updating it really quickly as well, so I'd advise you guys definitely go over there and check it out. And if you do want to change the cameras, what I'd say is install this mod, then install your camera mods over the top of this one. That's what I'm thinking would work, but I'm not too sure whether it would. But yeah, really well done. If I had to give it a rating out of 10, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10. There are a couple of things obviously not in the game yet, like the helmets and the overalls, pit crews and all that sort of stuff. That's one of the things. I know it's maybe he's really picky here, but I'm not too sure. Is it even possible to make the cars slower, like they're the same sort of speed as the Formula E cars? Is that even possible? Because Formula E cars, if I remember correctly, do about 140 miles an hour, I think. And obviously Formula 1 cars can do in excess of 200 miles an hour. So is it possible to slow the cars down in game to make them go the same speed as the Formula E cars? I don't know, but look at that. Alguersuari's crashed into the barriers on the outside. He's out of the race by the look of it there, and we're into the top 3. Big old gap to Buemi, but anyway. But yeah, let me know whether you can do that in the comment section down below, or if you're a modder yourself. That'd be really interesting to know. I highly doubt you can. I think the only way you can really do that is have a game like R-Factor, where you completely make the mod from scratch. You know, you make the models, the engines and everything, or whatever. So yeah, I think that's the only way you can do it if you have a game like R-Factor, or maybe, I'm not too sure, would what's it called? No, Project Cars wouldn't, but I don't think that even has mods. But Assetto Corsa? I'm not too sure with that. I don't know. Anyway, I've rambled on long enough, but this mod is very well done, guys. So definitely go and give it a download and check it out. And yeah, definitely think it's worth downloading. I think it's quite a small file as well, so it won't take any time whatsoever. So yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll leave a link to it down below so you can go and check it out. 8 out of 10, I said so myself. A couple of little things like the helmets and also the camera mod package thing, if that could be taken out, that'd be great. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and yeah, enjoy the Grand Prix tomorrow. Goodbye.